Well, day 2 here, the beginning of day 2, and I am going to go to one of the baits, check and see if it's been hit, put a camera on it, and put a beaver on it. I've got a few beavers, about a dozen, and they'll really help get the baits going. This bait's only about 5 miles from here, and I'm just going to take the side-by-side up the road and head into the bush where this bait is. It's a bait that we've killed quite a few bears on before. It's a really good spot. So let's head out. I tell you, working with these half-rotten beavers is not pleasant, but holy smokes, they're like crack cocaine. Nothing compares to an actual beaver carcass for bringing in the bears. It's crazy how good it works. Oh my God. I'm not in love with this. This box is for a camera that's been discontinued and I no longer have them. This box has been here for 10 years. Much better. Plan here. We're going to put a stand up there, although Brian wants to hunt from a saddle, and this would be an ideal place to hunt from a saddle, so we'll keep that in mind. I got a trail camera box over there. I'm surprised that these trail camera boxes, I mean, after all these years, the trees have grown up and the boxes are they're too high. And I've also got a different model of trail camera than I've had in the past, so they don't really fit in the boxes. But this set of 2 barrels, I'm really surprised how good a shape they are in. I thought they'd all be rusted completely away and everything, but I'm going to put a beaver in the white one, and I got about 3-4 buckets of corn I'm going to put in this one. It's got a small hole on the side. This one's got a big hole on the side. I'll probably put a rock in front of that hole, make it harder for him to get the beaver out. And so I'll put the corn in there with some fryer oil dumped in on it, and then we'll spray it down with Beaver Caster Northwood spray. And I'll bet we're going to have a bear on this bait in very short order. this happened, but this broke. So I guess I'm just gonna be like sprinkling this stuff around. Mind, I'm not even going to use the same tree. I'm going to do this from a different angle. All right, we are loaded for bear. Well, day 2 proved to be a very interesting day. George had some things come up, so he couldn't come, so I just had to do what I could do. I knew where a couple of baits were, so I went ahead and did those. On this particular bait right here, I put a beaver. I just covered it up with logs here and put trail cameras out. So I got 3 baits that I got the beavers on. There are quite a few more baits that Brett has going. I just don't know where they are, so he's going to try to send me some Onyx pins, and he'll be back sometime later in the week. But at least ways, if I got some pins, then I can go ahead and do some more. But George should be here tomorrow. So this particular bait here is one that my son Cody shot a bear out of quite a few years ago, like one of the first years we came up here. And the bear went up on this hill back here, and it's a big granite hill, and the blood trail went into a cave. And we're standing at the entrance of the cave, my son and son-in-law and me, the 3 of us are looking at this blood trail going into this cave, and we're like, well, somebody's got to go in there. And everybody's looking at each other. I'm like, Cody, you shot it, you got to go in there. I just kind of walked around the big rocks there. I saw another opening, and I'm like, oh, there's another opening to this cave, and the blood trail's coming back out. So everything worked out all right. Anyway, it's a fun day in the woods. Covered a full lot of ground, burned through a whole tank of gas in the side-by-side. So that's it for day 2.